All right, we are live on a Saturday night, but it's not Saturday Night Live. Okay, I'm gonna wait for everybody to pop on. We are going to have some fun tonight and kind of see what happens. Not quite sure if it's the poppy that's going to work out or if we're going to have a brand new flower, because I kind of wanted to put a little bit of spin on it tonight. Hi Rose, hi Brenda, how are my ladies? Monroe, Georgia, awesome. Hi Cheryl Ann, hi Kay. How's everybody doing tonight? We've got a little bit of lighting. That's because the lighting's over here, but I had the lighting over here on purpose so that when we get started, then, you know, you guys are able to see what's over here. So I've got a whole bunch of things. There we go. Bet you that's better for y'all, isn't it? I've got a whole bunch of things coming in from Amazon soon, so that's going to change this whole setup again. I just placed a huge order for some mesh, some of the ones that are very hard to come by. So they're going to be available in my kits for the Buttercup and for the Daisy. Hi ladies. Hi Cindy. Yes ma'am. Hi Marlene. The kids are doing better. My 3.5-year-old is cranky as always, kind of like every 3.5-year-old is. But we went to the zoo today, and hi Peggy. We didn't head out till, I was lazy. I got the membership finally though. We didn't head out till, I think it was like 10 something. So by the time we got there, it was close to 11 something. It took us 45 minutes to find parking. Like, I could not believe it. I just kept driving round and round and round. It kept saying, parking full, parking full. So I tried to scooch on in there. I figured I'll just wait for a car to move. And then security came and they're like, you gotta move. So I wasn't keen on walking with the kiddos across all the side streets. But we did. So we parked a quarter of a mile away. Hi, Kathy. We parked a quarter of a mile away, and yeah, so we had to walk a quarter of a mile, and then we had to walk through Grant Park in Atlanta to get into the zoo. You're watching with no sound. Why are we watching with no sound? Can y'all hear? Or just watching with no sound? Hi, Joanne. Hi, Linda. So, but yeah, so yeah, that's that part. But yeah, that was interesting to say the least. But no, he enjoyed it. It was Enrique's first time at the zoo ever. He might have gone when he was a baby, but the first time he ever remembers, and he absolutely loved it. He said the tigers were his favorite, and he liked the elephants. So, and then my 7.5-year-old said he loved the snakes. So that made me excited because I love snakes. But yeah, so we had a blast, and then I just kept him going. Ladies, the trip home was mainly keep y'all awake. I was feeding them Hershey Kisses. I was unwrapping them and passing them to the back. Hi, Betty Clark, or Lisa, and hi, Lisa from Woodstock, Georgia. Yes, they did, and they were all sugared up when we had, what is it, Dippin' Dots ice cream. The splash pad was open. I had no idea it would be open. So, yeah. So be sure when you guys are logging on, just kind of say where everybody is, where everybody's at, where everybody's from. So if you're at the beach, I don't know, don't tell me about that. I'm a little jelly about that. Ooh, Canada, awesome. The kids did enjoy it. So we're going to do something tomorrow. I kind of want to work in the garden a little bit tomorrow. So we shall see. And if I haven't checked the temperature. We're supposed to have a thunderstorm tonight. I haven't heard. But if the temperature's good, we might have a water balloon fight. I might surprise them. My husband might watch them for a few minutes. I load them all up, and then I'll call them out, and I'll just peg them. So we'll see. All right, ladies, we are going to go ahead and get started. Somebody mentioned about the Buttercup one. It is made out of poly burlap. So, yeah, you guys are snowing in Michigan, and we were 80 degrees or plus, 80 degrees plus here. So look at that, New York and Missouri. I love it. All right, so I'm going to start getting everything transferred over. First, I'm going to show y'all what I did. Well, I'll show y'all in a minute. Don't worry. So, again, I looked online, and there's several different types of poppies. You know, you've got the one that Connie did, and I don't want to, why are we sad? Everybody's sad. Why sad? I get lots of sad faces. Don't cry. It's okay. When I go to the zoo and forget, Kathy, you can come with me, girl. I bought, what is it? We bought the family adventure pass. So it's like I put myself and Etho on there, and then we have a free adult in, and then we have 2 kids get in free with my kids too. So I figured that's going to cover us. Oh, the snow. But the snow is fun. Not as much as where we are, like, you know. So, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started, but I'm going to be offering the daisy kits soon and the buttercup kits as well. And so those will be available with the 21-inch mesh as well. So, all right. Now with the poppy, there's several different kinds. That's what I was trying to get at. You have the ones that go anywhere from 4 petals to 6 petals. And then you've got Remembrance Poppy, which became popular. And then if you're trying to make the ones for the Remembrance for Veterans Day, excuse me, the center went from green to black, or black to green to black. I mean, there's so many out there. So I think you kind of have to pick and choose. Connie has one available. I know you can go onto Etsy for that one. But honestly, if you know how to do a rose, you can figure that one out. So I didn't want to do that one because honestly, you can spend a little bit of time and you can figure it out. I kind of did a little something different. You know, hopefully it's a poppy. We'll see. It's red and black, right? So we'll see. Okay, we are going to, you have a granddaughter named Poppy? Oh, Peggy from Maryland. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'm going to start getting everything moved back into place. So along with placing that big order, my husband said, go ahead, go buy yourself a Mevo. I'm like, really? Wow. Okay. So, all right, I've got the official, like, okay, I know I said I was going to buy a camera before, but, you know, I ordered a huge amount of mesh, and so I was like, well, maybe I just won't order the camera right now. Maybe I'll just save it for a while, and I just won't do it. But he told me to go ahead, so when they say go, go. All right, ladies, so let's go ahead and begin. Drinking, too. All right, I'm going to move y'all down now. Let me get into my favorite little square, that little white section. I promised y'all I would try to stay into it, so that's where we're going to be. I already checked my Wi-Fi, so I know for a fact that my son, I'm going to double check it again, though. Yep, we are golden. All right, we are going to move down. Whoop, 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 whoop. So, Lori, I put a spin on it because, honestly, like we said before, the other one is easy to figure out. So I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. I move the light over so y'all can see a little better. Okay. All right. I think we're good. All right. So this is a little different. First of all, let me show y'all what I did with this because Lori about died when I sent her the picture. So this is what I'm going to be using tonight. It's a little rough around the edges here, but that's not going to matter in a few seconds. So basically this came from the flower board, and I basically chopped it to pieces. I don't have it here with me, but imagine that this is the flower board. Just imagine for a second. Let's imagine this is the flower board. This is the part I basically cut out right here. So yeah, so now I've got an outside part right here I can use because I have plans for that outside part. So this is the inside part that I chopped off. And instead of it being 12 inches like the other boards are, this one hits like right under, like about 9.5 or 10. Okay, so for me it worked a little bit better. Could play frisbee too. We're not going to attempt that. All right, so here's the other thing I did. You could have gone with the rose-shaped petal, and that would be more of Connie's take on it. But I also noticed that the poppy seemed to move forward some, and then I kind of did something, and I like the shape of it, and we're going to go with it, even though it's not quite poppy-ish. But that's going to be my version of a poppy. By the time you do red and black, it's going to combine. So this is what I was working on today. So we're going to use this for the poppy. And that's just my version, my spin on it, okay? It's kind of like a little heart, isn't it? Like a little heart dancing around. So I'll show y'all how to do that. It's the spoon petal. I just did I did 2 extra things to it, 3 extra things to it. So why didn't I use the small board? Lori, you know me. I like to cut things up. Because because this was already made, honestly. This was already done, and we got home late from the zoo, and then I was chasing the kids around, and I was like, ah! So we've got these, and I'm going to go, I was hoping to get away with 4 petals, but that's not going to work. We're going to have to do 6, okay? So we've got these nice little heart-shaped ones here. I kind of like it. And we're going to get started with that. And I'll show y'all how to fold those in a minute. Let me get a couple of zip ties out. Lori, look, I'm going to use the 8-inch ones. Aren't you happy with me? I probably went too big. Let me grab a few more. So Lori was getting on to me the other night about, she was getting on to me making fun of my 4-inch zip ties. So, yeah, I should stay away from the power tools. Oh my gosh, the other picture I sent Lori, she was like, WTF? Yeah. I have too much fun with power tools, y'all. Anybody need it? I know it looks like a heart. That's why I liked it so much. And there's a few different, times that, there's a few different ways that you can make the poppies. So I also marked this on here because this is the, now you can also see why I wanted to cut the board. Because now the flower board, I actually have 2 parts to my flower board, so I can do something else with the outside. I'm going to skip this entire outside row right here. So this would have been row 5, this would have been row 4, this would have been row 3. So I cut it between 2 and 3. See, Lori? Wait till you see what I do with the other part, Lori. All right, so I'm going to go over here to row 2, and we're going to use the in-between sections. I should have put the leaves on there, but I'm not going to do the leaves quite yet. So, and I kind of just threw this together, y'all. This was kind of like literally thrown together inside my head, and then I just prayed that it would work out. If not, I figured I was just going to turn the camera and just, you guys can watch me throw the mesh out the 2nd floor window. So, but I liked it. I laid it out and it seemed to work okay. So let's pray that it's going to continue working okay. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Let me show you how I did the petal over here. It's not that hard. So it's 21 inches, and I cut it by 20. And this is fabric mesh, by the way, too. It's a nice little metallic fabric mesh. Look at that sheen on it. I love it. So, yep, I came up with some other ideas to cut that board, too. But I figured I better just kind of hold off a little bit. I have a few projects I want to do. So, all right, we are going to, I hope that, oh yeah, okay. Yep, okay, I cut the board. All right, so I'm going to hold it here, and basically we're going to do the spoon. But because the mesh is so big, I am going to do a backwards double twist with the flip. Hey, look, it's like we're talking gymnastics now. So 1, and then when it's here, grab the other section and flip it one more time. Okay? And we're going to put it here. I like the spoon, guys. I'm just addicted to the spoon. Oh, that sounds so bad. All right, bring it down 1, again, and here. Doesn't look like much right now. It looks like crap, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. All right, we're going to pull this part out. Okay, same thing here. Pull this part out. All right. Okay. See, and it's already taken that little spoon-shaped thing. Yeah, I've always got something going on. Yeah, Monkey and I, we always have some idea, and then if we don't like it, we can open up a window. She just opens up her door and throws it in the pool, though, although that was a good one. So, and it turned out well. Okay, so I'm just going to get it here, and y'all will see why, because I only want a little bit. I don't know how much that is. What's that, about 2 inches, 2.5 inches? So I only want about 2.5 inches on the end, okay? So I'm going to put it here. And y'all will see why. Hey, look, Lori, this is for you. 4-inch zip tie. That's for Lori. Haha. Oh, my goodness. You like to spoon with Dave. I know you do. I hope you do. You're stuck with him for life now, so. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we're going to snap that off right here, okay? And then I kind of want to get rid of these parts right here. Okay, so y'all have seen me do this before with the with the daisy petals. So I'm going to, all right, pull this out a little bit. And then we want to, from the front, kind of look at it. And you kind of want them nice and even here. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over. And it's just a little fold. I'm going to put a teeny, weedy little dab of hot glue. Not tons. Just enough. Put my dollar store clip on here. Okay, same thing on the other side. So, okay. I'm going to do some fun wreaths next week too, just for giggles. As my neighbor says, the S word and giggles. All right, we're going to put that in there. And we're going to tie that down. Okay. All right, and while that one's holding, because I'm not done with that quite yet, we're going to do the other one, okay? And that'll give us our 6. Told y'all. The petals, unfortunately, there's some parts that I can't show you. But if you're good at triangles, you can figure it out. That's about all I can tell you on certain parts. You'll understand in a minute. So, yep, exactly. All right, so I'm going to put my hand here to kind of hold it. Bring it back. And twist it again. So give yourself a gymnastics double twist. Now you can tell everybody you do gymnastics. All right. I did a double twist the other day. Or it could be a double twist with lime. Then it'd be a completely different story altogether. All right, and we're going to bring this in. I debated. I wanted to do the rose petal one. But, I mean, it's already out there. So I was like, let me put a little bit of a spin on it. So, you know. And this is what I came up with. All right, let's make sure it's at about 2.5. 1, 2. Yep, look at that. Perfect. My fingers know where to go. Okay, here we go. All right. Thank you, Miss Pearl. I appreciate it. I'm about to start. Some of y'all said y'all wanted my hummingbird bushes too. I know one person said that they were going to be in Marietta. I haven't checked my messages today. The last time I checked, I had like over 70-something notifications on the page. I was like, holy crap, y'all. And a bunch of messages in my inbox. So if you inboxed me earlier today, it's because I was at the zoo. So, yeah, I didn't get to it. All right, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and take care of our ends here. And again, you don't want to have tons. See, this is the kind of, see how this part's sticking out, but then here when you do this, it's not as much. That's what you're looking for, okay? All right, so we're going to hold that there. Put a little bit, guys. Don't get crazy with the hot glue when you do this, okay? You just need a little bit. All right, I know we love our hot glue, but don't get too nuts. Okay. And then I always just kind of look at it from the other side too. There we go, right about there. Okay. We're going to put that in there. This is a really short one tonight. I have taxes I have to meet with the accountant on Monday, and taxes have gotten more complicated for me this year now, because now we're registering, now we have to file taxes on the business. On top of that, we sold our rental property last year as well. So that has to be a whole bunch of crap there, basically. And let's face it, my first year of business, y'all, I was not too great on tracking my expenses. So at least the first half of the year, the first like 8 months, okay, a little over half the year. I guess that's 3/4. Anyway, I wasn't too great on tracking the expenses. So now, because of that, I've had to spend time basically going back and going through these mounds of receipts and inputting them. I know you can get QuickBooks, and all you have to do is take a picture of your receipts. But I didn't want to spend $150 or $190 on QuickBooks. And then Wave, I have to enter too much information. Honestly, it just became easier for me to do it on an Excel spreadsheet. So plain and simple. All right. So this is together nicely. And again, you don't need a lot of hot glue, so these guys shouldn't stick on there. Okay. Ooh, trade you the accountant meeting for 2 lawyer meetings. Nope, Lori, I'm going to let you handle the lawyers, okay? And if should I ever have to go to a lawyer, I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, call Lori. All right, so how did I get that heart shape, guys? It is so incredibly easy. Again, and I was just doing this by accident because I wanted to try to get an extra loop and it wasn't staying. And so when I did it, I was like, oh my God, it's heart shaped. Love it. All right, so all you're basically doing here is taking it and folding it back. And you're folding it back probably, what is that for those of y'all who like measurements? It's about 3/4 of an inch. All right, so you're folding it backwards from the top right here on both sides, okay? Then you're basically crawling your fingers in, and this part right here, because if you crawl your fingers in, you'll get to the exact middle, okay? This part right here is where we're going to put a teeny, and when I say teeny, y'all, I mean teeny tiny. Think of those itty bitty bikinis in Miami, okay? Son of a gun, that one hurt. That one got on the top of my nail. I know, y'all are going to start getting on to me. Where are your tips at? I told y'all I lost them. Why don't you buy some more? Because I'm stubborn and I know they're here in the room somewhere. So, yeah, let's get some popcorn too. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this one ready while that one's finishing up. All right, and that's it. I like this one because it's only 6 petals. It's super incredibly quick. And I like the fabric mesh. Burlap would work well with it too. Poly burlap, but I'm telling y'all now, I'm not a fan of regular mesh, so I would not use regular mesh, deco mesh on this. So just FYI on that part. Okay, top of my nail still freaking hurts, y'all. Okay, we're gonna hold that right there. Okay, move that to the side. This one should be ready now. There we go. And that's the reason I only wanted you to put a little tiny dab of hot glue, because that way the dot doesn't show up. Okay? All right, and there you have your little heart shape. Isn't that cool? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Ha! How do you make the petal? I showed, well, I made 2 of them, so just when the replay comes available, just go back real quick and watch it. It's super incredibly fast. It's what I call the spoon petal. And then it's basically a double twist backwards on the 2 ends when you bring it down. And then I just made sure 2.5 inches up that I tied it off. And then to get this little heart shaped, I just flipped it back 3/4 of an inch for those of y'all who love measurements. And then you put a little dab here. Gosh, that, what is it, Cuba Libre? Yum, yum. Fabric mesh, yes. Yes, Kay. The fabric mesh will hold up outside. You get all that other kind of stuff. You see some people using some of the actual fabric, which is gorgeous because, you know, it can be dyed and whatnot. It doesn't hold up outside. Okay? Yes, oh my God, dollar store pins? Y'all, these things are incredible. And if they ever do come out here, all you have to do is flip it back, push it back in, and it stays right there. Best thing ever. It's about the only thing that you can guarantee from China that works out just fine. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started, okay? And this isn't a complicated process. We're going to do 4 on the outside, and then we're going to do 2 in the middle, because I was looking at the different poppies, and there was one in particular that I kind of liked. So, and then if you look at some of the poppies even have that little fold inwards at the top. That's why I'm like, there's so many freaking variations on everything that, you know, I mean, my goodness. You can't go wrong. You really can't. So I'm just going to put this here. And I like this too because I have a craft fair coming up. And this particular craft fair is at a retirement home. And y'all, everything I make is huge, right? Except for this one right now tonight. This one's not going to be too huge. But everything I typically make is huge, and it comes with a price tag. Well, when you're retired, you know, or when you're living in an assisted facility, you can't exactly just go out and spend tons of money. Hi, Brenda. And so the last time I went, I had a lot of wreaths. The minimum price of my wreaths, because I hardly ever sell anything lower than that, the minimum price was $45, and that was for my sunflower. And that was mesh. And it went on up to $65, which I thought was a good price range because, I mean, some of my other wreaths can easily go up into like $100, $150. So depending on what I do, florals are going to be more. But I didn't bring any florals. And they loved it. But the comment made afterwards was while they loved it, they just didn't, you know, the price of it and the fact that the wreaths were so big, their doors were smaller. They're inside doors. They're not doors, you know. And I didn't take that into consideration that the wreaths would just be so big that it'd be too much for their doors. So, yeah. So, all right, I'm going to put that in there. And then I can pull this down a little bit if I need to, if I don't like the coverage in a second. Because, again, I've never made this before, y'all. I like the petals, though. I will tell you that much. So yeah, so this time I'm going to bring wreaths that are like in the $35 range, and so little ones like this, and if I'm not talking, I can whip this sucker up fast. So it's like making instant mashed potatoes. Don't diss on my instant mashed potatoes. I don't cook, y'all. If y'all know anything about me, I don't cook. So oftentimes throughout the week I will pick up smoothies from Smoothie King, and that's my dinner. So, all right, we're going to put this one in here. The cuts, this is a 21-inch burlap, and it is cut to 20 inches. And it is fabric mesh, which as of right now has not sold out on Craft Outlet or anything, which I'm thinking is because of the price tag on it. I think that's the reason some of these other things are selling out, because of the lower price tag, and so then you're stuck with all the alerts is for ManyChat. ManyChat will recognize if you say certain things like live alert, live alerts, and then they'll send you a message asking you if you want to opt in. So yeah, that's what that part's about. So this is just the outside. And again, let me take a look at it because I may want to pull them in just a little bit. So let's see here. There we go. This is the direction I wanted. All right, so I'm going to do here. All right. That's going to be pulled together in a second. All right, so I'm going to pull this in just slightly. We're going to pull this one in just slightly. I'm trying to make sure that they're semi-even. Same thing here. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to do the inside petals. And the inside petals, I only have 2. It doesn't look like much, y'all. It's going to look like something in a minute. So I've already kind of did it out inside my head, so I kind of have an idea of what it's going to be. Now, challenges may pop up along the way. They usually do. And then I play around with it while you guys keep telling me on there, do this, and I'm not reading the comments, and then finally I do it, and you're like, thank God. So, what is it? No, this isn't, well, this is actually, yes. Yep, yes ma'am, Pam, you're absolutely correct. This is actually not the small board. This is actually the regular sized flower frame, and I took my jigsaw and hacked through it. God, I just love cutting things. It makes me feel all manly, like I got muscles or something like that. Now I know how men feel with their power tools. I get it. I'm trying to figure out, y'all, I need to drill 3 holes in the bricks outside my front door. And I guess I'm going to do some research on YouTube to figure out how on earth I'm going to drill those holes so that I can put up some garland. I want to put up some garland. I got some beautiful garland going up. Yes, ma'am, Pam. Yeah, we actually, that's something in 5th grade, my students learn about World War I and World War II and all those different parts of history. And so the Poppies came up when we read War Horse as a class novel. And we talked about the field of poppies. And so then we got talking, you know, about the symbolism of the poppy and how, you know, how it springs back like that when nothing else in that, you know, dead zone would. So they enjoyed it. It was a good book, Warhorse. We're also reading The Iron Curtain right now, which takes place, you know, during, what is it, post-World War II in East Berlin. So, yeah. All right, so we got that. And again, I'll move things down if I have to. So, figured how you got that. Nope, it's not a waste of plastic, Linda, because I got something else on my list to do with the other part. I need a hammer drill or a masonry bit. So my regular drill's not going to work. I wonder if I can get my next door neighbor. So, you should go to... I know, right? All right, so this is roundabouts where I'm at now. Let me see here. I'm going to have to pull these little suckers together in a second. So I'm kind of taking a look at that right now. All right, because let me put my center here and see what we're dealing with, and that'll give me a better idea. All right, so right about... because that way I know. Okay. All right, so right about there-ish, maybe. Okay. And then I'm probably going to fix the other side too. Like I said, it takes a little bit of fumbling around, but you can get it. It's not a big deal. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. I want to do that first. I also want to cut off some of these ends here because it's going to get a little cumbersome. So, how did I make the center? I'll tell you all about it now in a minute because there's actually something else I'm going to do to the center. I'm not done with it. I was debating putting it on first or waiting for you guys. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and wait for them. Plus, it gave me the rest of the time to decide if I really wanted to do it. So, but I did want to do it. So I'll show y'all in a second because it's not done. There's one extra thing I want to do to that center. So it's going to make it pretty. There we go. But no, Linda, I'm not going to be wasting the outside part. You'll see it. You'll see it. I'm looking for the right piece. I can't go into Michael's with my kids. I can't get anything done there. So I've got to go without them and try to see if I can find what it is I'm looking for. And because I'm looking for a particular item. And I'll know because it'll call to me. So it'll be like, Isabel, buy me. And I'll be like, okay, I'm coming. So yeah. All right. So we're going to put these together. And I knew that I would have to. All right. I just want to take a look at how I'm going to do it. Where I want to put the glue. Because when you put the glue on there, that's it. All right, I want to do right, I think that one's right here is really good. Let's put that on there and see what happens with it. All right, nope, got to be a little lower. Okay, how about right there? This is going to get in perfect. Perfect. Use that. All right. We're going to get in here. I have to pull it off a little bit, guys. I don't have a, what is it, a cordless one yet. I've been so busy buying everything else. All right, we're going to hold that there for a second. And then I'm going to come up to this side, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. And again, when you pull it together, you know, don't just start going crazy and gluing it. Like, try to see where you're going to do it at. That's crucial. Because once you put it on there, you're screwed. All right, right about there. There we go. All right. I'm going to have to go back and look at the comments for this part. Where, what minute are we into the live? Because that way I know where to go back and look for the comments on the drill. I cut it down between, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, let's flip it over. 1, 2, 3, So between 3 and 4. I cut it between 3 and 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, or 5, 4, 3, 3 and 2. There we go. Had to count. I don't know how to count. I can't count backwards. All right. 34 into the live. Thank you, ladies, because I need to go back and read about that masonry bit, because I've got, I'm thinking it's going to be about 25 feet of garland that's going to go up on the front door. And I really wanted to get it up because I got all these Easter colors, so I want to take advantage of them while it's still around that time period. There we go. You know, one thing I noticed, guys, is this, the fabric mesh doesn't leave, like when you're putting glue with the poly burlap, you got to be careful because it shows through, but I'm not seeing that here. So that's kind of cool on there. All right, so we've got that on there. Y'all, I'm not done yet. Let me tell y'all about the center, but the center's not going on yet. There's one more step. But I'll tell y'all about the center. So with the center, all it is, it's a styrofoam ball underneath it. And I painted it black. And then I got this pretty sequence material from Hobby Lobby because they're having a sale right now. So I picked it up and then I just covered the styrofoam in it. That's it. And then I put these little guys inside there so that I can easily attach it and pull it from the back, because nothing sucks like trying to put zip ties in. And then this is the part I want to do real quick. I got these right here. These look real cute. I saw these and I was like, oh, that might be kind of cool. Has nothing to do. It's just an extra piece of decoration. You know, I liked it. I got these in the, what is it, the paper crafts section where they have all their scrapbooking embellishments. And it's not even, there's not even like glue on the back of this. So it's like you put the little dabs of hot glue on here. And then I guess it's for scrapbooking or something. I don't know, but I found it over there and I liked it. So I was like, I'm going to get it. So I'm actually going to put that on here. But I want to save that because I want to put that last part in before we do this. But I thought this would be nice. Look at that little, you know, put it around the edge right here. It'd be a nice little additional piece of decoration. I got the fabric with the sequence on it because I really wasn't keen on wrapping the sequence around the whole frickin' styrofoam ball. It was okay when it was the little hummingbird eye. I don't have a problem with it. But to do it around this size, no thank you. That was not fun for me. So, all right, so let's get to this part. I'm going to show y'all what I made. So I put these little guys together, and I've got two of them that are like this length, okay? Think about like the little angels that we've been making. So I've got two of those, and I saw a few little threads here, so I'm going to cut off those threads here. These are going to be the sides that I'm about to put on. All right, so that's going on there. All right, and cut this down a little bit. Literally, I just popped this up inside my head, y'all. Half the time when I do stuff with y'all, the reason I can't give y'all supplies in advance for y'all to do it with me is because I'm literally making it up sometimes as I go. When the hubby gets this. Okay, so then this is the same exact way as this one. The only difference is, you know, I put the zip tie further up, and I wanted this one to be the longer one, and then I put a little dab of hot glue in here and here so that it would hold itself together and kind of give me this streamlined shape, because I only wanted it to come apart right here at the top. So I'm going to cut this little piece off here. Here we go. All right, so we got the arm, we got the sides, we got that. Same thing for this one. There's a little bit of hot glue showing through the sides on there, but honestly, by the time it gets on the flower, you're not even going to see it. And even if I go through and examine it, you know, kind of like Julie does sometimes too, you can just take it and put a little bit of black marker right there. So, and it's not going to be noticeable. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get these on. And let's see here. Lori, I think I'm going to bring out my 4-inch zip tie. Up, good night, Lori. Is Lori leaving? Okay, good night, Lori. Love you, girl. I'm pulling out my 4-inch zip ties again. Haha. Okay, so the petals that are on the inside, where they're at the top and the bottom, they are going to go at the top right here. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and get my zip tie in there. I'm trying to think where I want it to go because we've got the ball. So let's set the ball in there real quick because I don't want to hide this whole thing. That's going to defeat the purpose of it. All right, so I'm thinking like I'm thinking right about here. But let's double check. Yep, perfect. That's exactly where I want it. Okay. What size did I cut the black mesh? Thank you for asking that. This is a 10-inch roll, and so I cut it 10 by 10. Okay. So now I'm going to take this, move that to the side or it's going to mess me up right here. You don't want this thing right here all the way in the back. You want it on the side. So I am going to, darn it, pooey ooey. This is going to make Lori so happy. I have to pull out the 8-inch zip tie. I was hoping to use my 4-inch. Y'all know I love my 4-inch. I'm going to put that in here. Put this one in here. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to have one in here as well. My only concern is, will we be able to... Are we going to be able to get the zip tie through? I think we will, but let's double check. All right, we're going to put this through here as well. Although actually, I see my boo-boo. Y'all see my boo-boo? I see my boo-boo. It needs to go out one more. Right here. There we go. I think. Before I tighten anything down, I will go ahead and get the other part in there. Okay, here we go. All right. Making sure I don't want it showing. All right, we're good. Okay. All right, so now we're going to put the sides on. And the sides are the fluffy parts here. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. Right there. Make sure I like where it is. Okay, there we go. I know it's hard to see because that top petal is covering y'all a little bit. There we go. All right, that one's tight. All right. All right, Miss Pearl. I will see you later. I'll see you on here later sometime. Okay. I'm going to see if I can put something over here so y'all can see a little better. Here. Let's put the bulbs in there. There we go. All right. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to push that little guy to the side. All right. And y'all, I do try to give credit where credit is due. If I use something, I can't show y'all how I did this particular fold on here for the black petals. But again, if you know triangles, then you can figure it out like anything. But you know, this is the Christmas tree petal fold. So I didn't come up with that one. All right. Okay. And that person is real particular and doesn't like anything to go out in public. So, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with anything. So, all right. So this time, I want to get this guy on there. Here's what I want to double check. All right. Now that we've got these two parts on there, it's about to come clear to y'all what I'm doing. Now that we've got that on there, okay, I want to get this on here. What I'm trying to figure out is, where can I do it? I'm thinking here, but I want to double check and make sure that that is what I want to do. And I believe it is. Okay, we're good. So we're going to put it here and here. I was double checking the zip tie. No, I can't show how to do the black bev because I learned this particular fold by purchasing a tutorial from Etsy. And that's one thing. Like if I've purchased something, I'm not going to go on and show somebody how to do it, which is why those particular pieces were made ahead of time. and just ready to put on. But again, as with anything in the wreathing world, if you spend just a little bit of time holding a 10 by 10 piece of material in your hand and just kind of doing various folds, you'll figure it out. Everything you can figure out. And honestly, I tell you what, go look up Japanese origami and Japanese paper folding. I would look up Japanese paper leaf folding. That's what I would look up, because that's what you're looking for. So just FYI. Yeah, that's why I didn't show you, Linda. I'm just not going to do that. So that's not what I, you know. Yeah, I know. Oh, did she show this one, Michelle? Are you sure? I don't know if it was this exact one. I'll have to go back and look at it a little more closely, but, you know, I can't because this is where I got it from. So, okay, that's how I figured it out. So, yeah. I'm like, if I figured it out that way, then, you know, I prefer not to do it. Okay, so now what I'm trying to decide is, do I want to do it this way? This side doesn't look so purty. I want to do it this way. See how this side looks like this? And then this side has that nice little 3 part to it. Did I make the hearts? Yes, ma'am, I did, Miss Ruth. Yes, ma'am. I came up with that. So I figured that out. And as far as I know of, nobody else has made a heart-shaped petal on there. So yes, ma'am. That is all Isabel. Whoop, whoop. Toot, toot. Okay. Moving right along. Enough tooting. As my sons say, though, there's never enough tooting, Mommy. So that's a boy for you. I'm thinking right about here. So here's where I want to play with it for a second and kind of lay it out of how far I want. Ooh, I like that length. Okay, so I want to get it to where this plastic piece right here is barely, 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 barely showing. All right, there we go. We're going to stick that in here. And we're going to put it right here. Move that plastic part to the side. Zip tie that sucker to get it. Is this a sweetheart petal? I've never heard of a sweetheart petal. The Bella petal. Sweetheart petal. The Bella sweetheart. There we go. The Bella sweetheart. Okay. All right, that part's set. In my head, I tell y'all what I was trying to do when I was making this. In my head, I like the Remembrance Poppy. I also liked another Poppy that I saw, and it's a real life Poppy, I think, and it looked like it had a cross shape in the middle. And so when I was doing this, my goal was to attempt, notice I said the key word is attempt. My goal was to attempt to replicate that cross shape that particular Poppy had. So, how big is my styrofoam ball? It is 6 inches. You get any bigger than that, and you're going to be paying some money on it. So, I would have gone one more size up, but again, it wasn't worth the money. All right. I want to make sure that sucker's tight. There we go. All right, that part's good. We're going to cut that part off. I'm so proud of this one. I love it when I can just do something creatively, you know, and just not like worry about anything. All right, we're going to cut this off a little bit as well. And the only reason I'm cutting those 2 on there is because they are the longer ones. And I don't want this to be fluffed up so incredibly much. The littles introduced me to the song Mama Tooted. I'm going to have to look that up. All right, so this is what I wanted to do. So basically, it doesn't matter which one's the top and which one's the bottom. At least not yet. This is the top of that little cross shape. This would be the bottom of the little cross shape. And then I kind of want to open that up a little bit. There we go. And then these would be the 2 sides. That was the objective. That's what I was going for when I did this. So, all right. All right, so now we're ready for the center. The center is going to go on in just a second. I want to take a look at how far down it would go. All right. I might have to poke around a little bit on here, y'all. There we go. Right there. All right, so since that's where it's going to go, perfect. All right, yes, I want to put that on. Now we're going to put these cute little things on. All right, and I know it looks kind of like pinkish in the lighting, but it's actually red, okay? So we're going to put that on right around here. All right, so I'm going to get some hot glue. And I think the best thing to do here is to just kind of unplug it for a second and just dab. I may be pushing my luck with how many dabs I'm doing, but we gonna find out. I think I did push my luck, didn't I, ladies? All right, I'm gonna pick it up here and here, and I'll move it around in a minute. As long as I've got my overall shape going on, I am Gucci. All right, and if I have to put a little more hot glue on there, because I think the other side already dried a little bit, then I will. Like this side needs a little more on here. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to put a little bit right here. All right, Isabel, I need pods. Amazon. Why do I need pods? All right, nice and tight here. I'm just kind of feeling to see if there's any loose ones, because if there are, here we go, then I want to put a little bit of dab of hot glue on it, because I did kind of go through real fast and do it. All right. Okay. All right. Again, I'm checking this real good, y'all, because once it goes on there, I don't feel like messing with it. All right. There we go. All right. We Gucci. There we go. All right, let's get the other part on there. Now, supposedly I measured this correctly. Ah, look at that, I did. Hardy har. Okay, put a little here, 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 and this time, instead of pressing my luck, I am going to just go ahead and put those 3 on right here, and then I will put the rest on as well as we go. So, I'm not a righty by any means, so hopefully I get this good. All right, go here. I was hoping to try to work fast enough before the hot glue gun dried, before it hardened, started hardening. My eyes are technically hazel. They change from gray to green to blue. They will change depending on whether or not I'm sick. They will change depending on my mood as well. So, I used to never be able to get away with lying as a kid because my eyes would change color, and so I would always get caught. I felt like a frickin' mood ring. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this little guy on. All right, here is, like I said, I don't think it really matters which one's the top, which one's not. All right, so now we're going to get this little guy on. And my theory is I want to go diagonally when I do this. I don't want to just go left and right. Okay, so I'm also going to go through, looks like right there, if I can get in there. Where's the hole? Which one hole did I go into? Okay, I see which one I went into, right here. Let me make sure. Nope, I need to go one over. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're going to pull the mesh back. So when you're doing this, pull the mesh back. It's 20. I cut it by 20, ladies. All right, we're going to pull this down. push this down. All right, let me double check, look all the way around, make sure we are Gucci. Okay. All right, and pull that, pull that. Well, isn't that silly of me? Look at that, y'all. Barely. Barely, barely, barely. I'm gonna make it work. Hardy har. Never gonna give up, never gonna give up. Never gonna give up, never gonna give up. Never gonna give up. Okay, I need to go to bed. Okay, so let me fluff him up a little bit. Other than adding leaves, he is done. Or she is done. I don't know. It's it's the military. I guess it's got to be a he, right? All right, let's push this over right here. Okay, I got something stuck to me, fuzz or something. Okay, I'm gonna take a look. I actually like them better like that. So I think I'm gonna do that. All right, there we go. Pull that out. I like that little petal. That's a cute little look. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, I think we are all set. Yep, there we go. All right, so now let's add some leaves to it. All right. I haven't decided which one's the top and which one's the bottom yet, but there we go. We'll figure that out as I go. So here we go, my version of a poppy. All right, we've got our 4 outside petals here, and then we've got our 2 inside petals, and honestly, you can flip it any way you wanted to. You can make it go this way. I actually think I like this way better, y'all. You could have it up and down like this, but I like it better. Flip just a teeny tiny bit to the side. What do y'all think? I like that one better. Where the 2 petals right here are going diagonal on the front. I like that a whole lot better than the other way. Well, then it messes up my cross. Nope, got to go back. So probably what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fiddle with this one right here. And I'm going to get this one pulled back a little bit more. Okay, so when you see it tomorrow, like see how it droops step forward? And this is why poly burlap would actually have been a better choice than fabric mesh. It's going to give less than this one, okay? But I'm going to pull this one back, and so this is what you're going to see tomorrow, okay? And I'm also going to fix that black petal down here at the bottom. I can see it's a little off. So let's go ahead and put the leaves on, though, okay? Leaves are next. Let me double check which way I want. I want this one to be my bottom, so that one's going to be my top. Thank you. Ladies, I appreciate that. Betty, thank you so much. I do like diagonally, but it's the cross that drives me nuts. Y'all know how I am about symmetry. All right, let's get the leaves on here. I debated on 2 different things. I debated going the route of the buttercup and making the leaves from canvas and then putting felt on the top, because I don't like spray painted canvas, y'all. It looks a little tacky when you've spent so much time making a product like this and then you just put the canvas on there. I want to put some felt on top of it, and I think it makes it a little deeper, a little richer. So yeah, so my thing on that is what I'm trying to decide. Oh, now I see what the problem was, y'all. Now I know why it kept flopping forward. All right, that part's fixed. That's good to know. Let me fix that over here too. All right, got it. Figured it out. Cool. So you can make it canvas and then put the felt on top. Okay, that's one way. The other way, and I think this is the way that I'm gonna go just for tonight, and I can always change it, is I just made regular petals, and basically I took a 10-inch roll, cut it to 9 inches. It's not about the cross, Izzy. I know. Just turning it, but I love the cross. Ah, I love the cross. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll humor myself and I'll think about it. How about that? I'll take 2 pictures. I'll take a picture with it turned diagonally, which is the way we liked with the petals, And then I'll take a picture of that way. And then I'll look at it that way. How about that? So this is cut to 9 inches. And all I literally did was put it down. Here's an end, here's an end. I crawled my way up, okay? And then I basically folded them up, okay? And you can kind of see how I folded it right here. All right, just a typical leaf fold, nothing special, okay? I'm gonna put 2 of them together. That's the theory. And, okay. I do like it diagonally, though. I will say that. But I like my cross. Ugh. But I do like it diagonally. Guys, this is killing me. All right, you know what? I'm going to put a poll on there. We're going to put the leaves on there. We're going to put the leaves on there, and I will put a poll on there. And you guys will decide for me, diagonal or cross. And we will go. But I'm just going to put the leaves on there just for giggles right now. And I'm looking at it. And the leaves cannot go up here, even though that's where I want them. Because here's the thing, if we do it that way, they're only going to poke through just a teeny tiny bit. I think what I want on this, y'all, is 21 inch. And I do not have 21 inch mesh on me right now for the leaves. That's coming in one of my shipments. I could put it here, and if we went diagonally, then it would work. Look at y'all ladies, already determining the future for me. So, all right, so we can give that a shot, okay? I would go for 20. Okay, see, I already see keep the cross. Ah, it's killing me. Okay, I want my petals on there. Guys, this is not going to cut it. This 10 inch is not going to cut it because I cannot see the petals behind it. Like, and that's the whole purpose. I mean, I could put it here and try to tilt it, but it's not going to look right. I'm going to get 21 inch because the theory was I wanted to have the petals right around here at the top. I like to offset, so the petals were going to be diagonal too. And you're going to need 21 inch mesh for that. So I'm going to hold off on putting the petals on. They're not going to work. Okay, I'll save these for one of my sunflowers. That's okay, no biggie. All right then, in that case, our little poppy flower, you know, with our little bling bling is done. So the only thing I want to add to it is when it arrives, my 21 inch mesh, green mesh. And what I may end up doing is looking for the emerald fabric mesh and going that route. So let's take a look at this guy. Near the flower. I don't think poppies, no, they actually usually only show the poppy. Like if you buy it, sometimes when you buy the poppy, it only has one leaf on it and sometimes it has none. So I guess I can get away with none, right? So we might do that. Okay, so let's hold it up. I think I decided that this one, so there y'all have it. It's a cute little poppy. I still want to pull this petal up. This is going to drive me nuts. So I'm going to work on pulling this petal up from the back. Not a big deal. It's easy to do. It's just, you see how it pops forward right here a little bit? All I'm literally going to do is move down and put a dab of hot glue right here, and it's going to pull that petal back. Okay? So then this is the end result that we're going to have. I love it, y'all. I mean, it's a different take on a poppy, but you know what? There's so many frickin' poppies out there between 4 to 6 petals. So this gives you another choice. And the other one is easy to do with the rose petal fold. And then you have a little bit of bling with the sequins right here. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got something new out of it, learned a few new tricks, learned a few new tips. I think this right here adds some little extra bling bling to it. I love that part. So yeah, so definitely, guys, uniqueinthecreek.com. If you use code SPARKLES, you can take 10% off. You won't find this particular board on here that I did, but if you're handy with the jigsaw, you know, you can take the large flower board and cut. And that's exactly what I did because I love cutting things. All right, y'all, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I do want to share one thing with y'all. Next week, I am going to do a live 4 out of the 5 days. I know I'm doing one on Monday, and I may end up doing one of those days I'm taking off because I'm taking my son to the mountains. So we're going to go to North Georgia Zoo, and we're going to hang out there, and we're going to, I mean, it's a good amount of money. but they're going to get to do so many cool things with the animals there. So we're going to take a day for that. But the other 4 days, I'm going to be live. I know a lot of y'all are at work, but I am going to do my lives at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you can't watch it, maybe pop in during your lunch break maybe, or, you know, just pop in and watch the replay later. So I know it doesn't work for everybody, but I would love to do something earlier than 9:30. All right, guys, I hope y'all love it. I love this one. Now you know how to do the little sweetheart petal. I like that one. We can call it the Bella Sweetheart, but it can also just be the sweetheart petal. So now you've learned how to make a new petal shape. Isn't it adorable? Yay! I love it. All right, guys, I'm going to take some pictures. I think we're fine without leaves, and I'll put the poll on there, but it looks like Cross is winning. So, yeah, and that's it. If you haven't entered my giveaway on the page, guys, we're like under 240 left to go. And then there's going to be a giveaway. And I may end up doing 2 giveaways because it's taken a while. So, yeah. All right. Love y'all, guys. And, yeah. Share away. I love the little cross. I think that's awesome. And with Memorial Day coming up, because here in the States we celebrate, the poppies are used on our Memorial Day, not on Veterans Day on the 11th. So, good night, y'all. Have a good one. Thank you so much for staying with me. Mwah. You bet. Nope. Go back over there. You don't have no clothes on. Put some clothes on, child. Okay, that's my 7-year-old. Sorry about that. He's in his underwear. I'm going to get in trouble by Facebook. All right, good night, y'all. Love y'all to death. Bye. The code is Sparkles. Sandra, the code is Sparkles. Mwah. Good night, y'all.